So, I just watched a video by Bible Thumping Wingnut, Tim, and he made a video called "Was the Gang Rape of Monica Cora Absolutely Wrong?" And I just wanted to respond to this because he is addressing atheists. And I'm going to say, just because I'm brave enough here, and even though I know that there's a whole slew of people from a year and a half ago that want to talk about, biology and how rape was something that was good back in the day. I don't want to hear about all that stuff, but I know it's coming. I know that this is where we're headed. But I just want to jump in right now and be brave enough to tell you that no, I don't think that this was absolutely wrong. And I'm not one of those people who defends my atheism by saying that there's no absolutes. But no, I have other reasons for telling you that it was not absolutely wrong. Reason number one, by hearing the story of Monica Cora, who I have not researched her story at all, except for through watching your video, Tim. I came to the conclusion that her rape was wrong subjectively. Now, I know that you don't want to hear different things that might make her rape not immoral. You've already said that you don't want to hear little sub-scenarios, and I can think of, off the top of my head, perhaps her rape was going to cure cancer, which is like, it's an alternate reality sort of scenario, but perhaps her rape was something that she ordered on FetLife off of a menu. That's a little bit less far-fetched, but still, to me, is like way improbable. And I'm not going to make all these little scenarios and say that there's like a 0.00001% chance that something could be actually not immoral when you told this story, because they all seem improbable to me. The way that I'm going to tell you that this is not absolutely wrong is by conceding your stance that this absolute morality comes from your God, right? So I'm going to go to the Bible, right? And I'm going to look at all the different places where it says that if rape happens, then something else has to happen, right? And I know that there's some atheists that think that the Bible never talks about rape. Well, no, it just never condemns it outright as an absolute. First, we've got it talking about rape in the city. That would be Deuteronomy 22, verses 23 and 24, right? So, basically, if a woman is in the city and she doesn't cry loud enough, then it's her fault. Now, what part of this applies to Monica's case, I don't know. But country rape is different. If the woman is betrothed, which means married, right? Then if a guy finds her in the field and she's a married woman, then the guy can actually die. This is a scenario where rape is considered wrong, because not so much that the act is wrong, but you're kind of stealing from another man. It's more like a property thing. But it at least in that scenario is considered wrong. Don't know if Monica was married. I'm assuming not so much because of the way that she was traveling. But unbetrothed version, No, it just says in Deuteronomy 22, 28 through 29 that you just have to pay off her dad with 50 shekels, which I don't know what that translates to in today's currency, with inflation and all, but probably less than the woman would have wanted if she were, pressing charges. Just saying. And then there's the whole prisoners of war thing in Numbers 31, 15 through 18, which is pretty barbaric. And so those are the times in the Bible that it talks about rape. I don't see an absolute here. Like, all instances of rape are absolute, so therefore we can apply that rule to this case. In fact, I think there are parts of this case that might fit these other scenarios where the guy should get away with it, or at least just have to pay some sort of penalty, which if they do, then it's okay. So, if we concede that we're playing by the rule book of your God, Tim, yeah, no, not absolutely wrong. But at least I feel good thinking that, I came to this conclusion that it's wrong, and you came to this conclusion that it's wrong, and I'm not too concerned with how we came to this conclusion because it seems pretty common sense wrong. So I don't really hate you for being so weird in your way of coming to the conclusion. I just wish that it was just obviously wrong on its face more than a weird thing where atheists are defending their atheism with this absolute versus subjective morality thing. You can find atheists who believe in absolute morality on YouTube. I'm not one of them, but you can find them. Atheists versus atheists, they talk about this shit all the fucking time. Till they're blue in the face. They will have hangouts and it'll last 4 hours and they still won't come to any conclusion. And, they both come with their ideas and they both leave with those same ideas, and it happens all the time. I don't know where you're getting this thing where all atheists believe in subjective morality. Do a poll. Do it on your channel, but do a poll and see if you can find some atheists who believe in an absolute morality that doesn't come from your God. Most of them will probably have been people who read Daniel Dennett and Sam Harris and then made a decision between the two of them. But those are the more well-read atheists, I think. Some people just use their copy of The God Delusion as, a dust collector. They get the portable atheist and never get past the 4th chapter because, why read these old things? So I hope you're not too pissed at me for looking at your rule book and taking something from it. And also the whole thing about my atheism being folly. I want to defend myself from you calling me a fool with Matthew 5:22. Better watch yourself.